This poem's called The Party, and it was inspired by a short story by Chekhov, which I was reading a collection of Chekhov short stories for the first time a couple of years ago. And what really struck me about Chekhov's writing and his short stories was this real sensuous and evocative description of place and nature, which I found myself relating to, and I really admired this style of writing. And I found it actually quite similar to a lot of Irish poetry that I'd read before, and how he was able to bring rural Russia to life in the way that Seamus Heaney brings Northern Ireland and the countryside there to life, and other parts of Ireland. So I was really interested in this. And it made me think about how, as well as there being an Irish a grain of voice in Irish poetry, that perhaps there's a grain of voice in European literature, which that we're all involved in somehow. So this poem is as much of a tribute to Chekhov's short stories as it is anything else, and it's called The Party, after Chekhov. I can see you in the sunlight, Olga. Olga Mikhailovna. Olga Mikhailovna. A name that glimmers with its own sense of summer. You are under the cherry trees and the plum trees, uncomfortable in your corset, tugging at it. You do not need to tell me that you're pregnant. I know. The scent of hay and honey and the brief buzz of bees. I am there beside you, beside the wattle fence and the meadows, fiddles and tambourines on the evening air. I am walking with you through the hazel bushes, over the raspberry patch and the croquet lawn, and you're telling me how uncertain you are. You say, Osier, and I ask you what it means, but you don't give a definition. I want Olga to pen a song for you. Call it Love Song for Olga Mikhailovna. But you couldn't be less interested if you'd tried. I ask why you've escaped from your own party. Why I have found you walking all alone. But even if you knew, you wouldn't tell me. And when you mention when you moved to town for the first time, and you were bored stupid, so went to court hearings because Peter, your husband, was busy, I don't know what to say. Olga Mikhailovna, you've shown me the apple and the pear trees. Let me undo the laces at your back, put down the scythe, and stop eavesdropping on young girls from the university. Let's face the music, go back to the ballroom, drink vodka and converse in the veranda, listen to piano from the drawing room, drunken shouts and strains of concertina. Everyone will be wondering where we've been.